Greetings and welcome to episode 17 of my Empire Total War Darth Mod USA campaign, and this, my friends, is the fourth and final sort of part in this four-part series I've done over Christmas and the New Year. A little bit sporadic, but this is sort of a special edition, as it were, with 4 parts in it. I might even do the same for the British campaign, not sure yet, my friends, see how time goes. But last episode, my friends, we had a tumultuous event where the Iroquois Confederacy were very friendly with us, decided to declare war on us. They've obviously allowed their the amount of territory they've taken off the Cherokees and others have obviously gone to their head, and they think they can also take our territory from us. They can take our lands. My friends, they are sorely mistaken. That will not be allowed to happen. And whilst we had the peace, whilst things were nice and calm and collectively got an alliance, or we did have an alliance with Britain, as you can see now they've broken that because they didn't want to go to war with the Iroquois. So have a quick check actually to see what the relationship is. They're still allies with the Iroquois Confederacy. That is something we've got to keep an eye on, my friends. That really is something we have to keep our eyes on here, because the British can still just pounce and take the opportunity of what's happening with the Iroquois to not be very friendly with us. But we've got plus 198 with these. Let's have a quick look here. The Iroquois minus 117, so of course they've gone hostile with us straight away. That's fine, that is entirely up to them, but we are not going to allow the Iroquois just to be able to sort of ambush us here and take whatever they want. Not a chance, my friends. And because we were so careful, because we were so diligent in the times of peace, we've brought our economy up to the absolute maximum it can be as we stand at the moment. We're also bringing in, my friends, 20,000 per turn, even though we are at war. And that is a benefit, my friends, of having such a buoyant economy and making, cutting your cloth accordingly and what you can afford, and also taking, the right decisions with your economy when the times are going good. That means it sets you up for a war like this. You can set yourselves up very nicely, and that's why I built this army here. This army here was built with a potential war with the Iroquois in mind, and here it is. We are now in a full-scale war with the Iroquois. You can see they're sending over quite a lot of troops here. These are veterans. These have seen a lot of action here, especially against the Cherokees, but we are not going to be turned back, my friends, because we've got a Republican Guard army to deal with them, also with 3 24-pounders, a lot of horse, and some other sort of line infantry and a long rifleman to deal with these despots here, my friends, who dare to come into our territory and try and take our lands. Not going to happen, my friends. Not going to happen. As you can see, though, I do have a difficult decision to make in terms of what I do here with these armies. These armies are veteran armies, and they have really been keeping the sort of British pinned here, sort of corralled, as it were, in Canada. So we're not going to allow the British to exploit this situation, to allow them just to come over and take whatever they want. Not a chance, my friends. Not a chance. But I will need one of these armies to be pulled out of the front lines and moved into the fight with the Iroquois. And we do have a good army here in Boston, which is going to hold the city for a long time. We're also beginning to put, as you can see, quite a sort of a garrison here. I won't put anything in here apart from line infantry, just to keep Philadelphia completely closed off from the Iroquois incursions. You can see they do have quite a lot of troops here, but I'm going to pull one of these, probably this force here, out of the northern front. And I'm going to move that now immediately, my friends, into Iroquois territory here. We are going to be striking quite hard against the Iroquois. Let's build up there. And I'm also, my friends, going to be doing something else as well. In Mexico, we did take Mexico with an elite army of Marines. And what we're not going to do, my friends, is leave them in Mexico just to languish there whilst we are fighting in our homeland. Now, Mexico has been quite a large sort of income for us here. We've got a good couple of mines, but I'm not going to sacrifice our lands for a distant land that we can hold with another force. So with that in mind, I'm actually going to, because I've got 9,000 still in the bank here, I'm actually going to build a garrison force of line infantry only. Line infantry, I'm not going to go for militia. Militia is good, but it wouldn't hold against a sustained attack from these Spanish forces. A line infantry garrison would be able to man the walls here and hold them off pretty much indefinitely. But that's going to allow me to free up this army, which is then going to be striking at Lower Louisiana here, New Orleans. They've pulled out this army here to strike us. This is the army that killed off the Cherokee. And they've also raided this port here, but that's fine. We can take that hit because, remember my friends, our economy is doing so well. But I'm not going to allow anybody to be able to sort of bamboozle here. We've got this ship here, the Myrmidon, which will be used to transport this army across straight up to Louisiana. We're going to strike back against the Iroquois. We've still got 5,000 here in the bank, which is pretty nice. Am I actually recruiting anybody here? Yes, 2 more are going to go into this army here. But the chances are this Republican Guard army is going to be hit by these 2 here. I've also got these stationed off as reserves here in the forests just outside Charleston. Got to make sure they'll probably hit this port here as well. I'd imagine they're going to probably come straight down, either hit here or hit here. And I'm going to lock down this area here as well. So I'm moving this army here. This army will be the sole guardian here of the north. It's going to try and hold off any British attempt to take us. We might even have to move this army out of its barracks should that happen. What can I got here? I've got 24 pounders. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to get 4 of these. And I'm going to replace what I've got in this army here with 24 pounders. We're going to start to bring them up to full spec here, my friends. But I don't think we can do much else here unless we can get some more trade maybe with the Courland. They are friendly. Fine. Can we give them any? They've got all the technology. They've got much better technology than us. What if we offer them 500? Because that will pay for itself. Nope, they're not interested at all, which is fine. Anybody else? No, indeed not. We are trading with everybody else who is not hostile towards us. We do have Spain and Prussia. Minus 15 here with Prussia. Let's try and get peace with Prussia. Nope, fine. What about, can we throw anything in? Nope, they've got everything, of course they have. Which is fine, but I'm not going to give in to that. Okay, let's end the turn, my friends, and let's see what happens here. Let's see how the British react to this Iroquois war. Maybe they may even have brought the Iroquois to war with us for this exact reason. Mind you, the Iroquois do have a great swathe here of North America. But it's going to be ours. Easy, Britain, easy. If you think I'll just give in to this, not a chance. Got to be very careful. It looks like Britain is deciding what to do here. Oh ho ho ho. Steady. Don't even think for a second, Britain, that I'm not. Look at that, I knew it. Why are they poised on our borders here? That's why I've left this army in the north. You have to be on your guard all the time, my friends. All the time. Come on now, France. Strike back for us. Oh, wait, look at this. They're draining, absolutely draining this. Oh, I don't like these Prussian fiends here. They're reading this line here. See, that's what's... Whoa, 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 whoa. It looks like we... There it is, there it is. I knew it. I absolutely knew it. Here they come. They're raiding everything they can in their path. That's going to hit our economy, but it's nothing that I wasn't expecting, and I'm going to absolutely pounce on this. But I have to remain cool, calm, and collected, my friends. Nothing rash. Nothing that's going to put us in jeopardy in the long term. Remember, short-term decisions based on short-term actions are going to put us in a lot of trouble. The Ottomans are absolutely hammering the heck here out of the Russians. They really are. Russia, wonder what they're going to do. Oh my god, Ben, look at that. They've just taken all of that there. Jeepers creepers. Ottomans have almost got all of Russia under their control. Wow, I never thought I'd see that day. The Ottomans are going to be one of the largest empires in this entire campaign. Wow, I never thought I'd see that. Russia's pretty much collapsed. Persia. I wonder if Britain's going to have a little dig here at Spain, but obviously not. Ooh, some fighting there in St. Petersburg. Don't do it, don't do it. Oh, here comes the... Oh, that's a big invasion force there. I think they're going to take Norway out. I would not be surprised if they don't take Norway out. Here you go. Bam, there it is. They're taking the chance they've got because Russia's so weak. Our trade could be hit here by these sequence of events. Yeah, I thought so. Look, ooh, good grief. 446. Look at all of this. Oh my word, this is unbelievable. We are in a world of trouble. Oh, Russia's cancelled their... That's why. Russia has cancelled their trade agreement. Wow. Doctorate. Okay, we've got to strike against these pretty hard here. 2,200. Gonna get all of these back up to full.
Sir.
That's going to hit us hard. That's why we're being hit hard here. 2,400. But these have been isolated. They've isolated themselves here now. So what we're going to do, my friends, is we are going to be fighting. Oh yes, we're going to take these on immediately. We are not going to be waiting. Look at that, 446. That is unbelievable. Got this army here. We're going to have to go for it. Right, this army is going to be brought back into service. It's going to be striking against the Iroquois.
Any orders?
These gentlemen will have to look after themselves. And so we are going to abandon Mexico for the greater good.
Men, forward.
Lower Louisiana.
Awaiting further orders.
Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. The stupidest mistake you could possibly ever make in ever. Calm down, Mala. Calm down. Excuse any noise in the background, my friends.
Men, forward.
I think we should be hitting here.
Orders received and understood. Drop anchor.
And we are going to hit the Iroquois where it hurts. We're going to hit them straight away and we're going to take
Yes, sir. Prepare for war.
off them straight away. We are not going to hit, we're not going to stand back and let this happen. These gentlemen will be moving into here. We've got so many left here as well, but we're being hit pretty hard here. Of course, that's taken away quite a lot of our chunk of our money here. Okay, so we're going to hit the Iroquois where it hurts. Actually, I might even move this army up. We've got two battles here, but this army here is actually going to move in and take out this army. Are they going to be able to support each other? I'm not sure. Well, there's one way to find out, my friends, and that is to go for it. We're going to take out this army. So look at this here first, the composition. A lot of American warriors. Some cap, but we're not going to be sitting back waiting for them to happen.
For battle.
Yes! Okay, we take the fight. Let's quickly save this, just to make sure that we don't do anything rash. Oops, and we quickly save again, so I don't... Okay, my friends, and let us begin this battle here. This is going to be our fight back here. If we can eliminate these armies here, we've got a good chance then to start steamrolling up and really starting to take out the territories. The Iroquois have really made a mistake here if they think I'm going to sit back and just let things happen. 446 gold coming in next turn, not a chance. We'd be bankrupt at this rate. I am not going to allow them to do that to us, not a chance. Not a chance. We shall strike back here, and this is the first initial strike back. This is the part where we're going to hurt them hard. Got cannons at the ready. Let's just hope this deployment gods are good to us here. We've got some nice deployment zone and a good location here. So, we're on a slight slope here. Not too bad, but it's fairly flat. No, that would be a pretty good place actually for our artillery. Up here. Oh, that's beautiful, look at that. On this slope here, and then we are going to use... I'm going to go for shells. Look at the range on this. This is absolutely beautiful. We're going to use our cavalry to bait them out. So cavalry is going to be absolutely vital here. Got plenty of cavalry. That's why I brought this specifically, this army down here. It was built for pretty much a sort of Native American campaign. We are going to put... Where's our demarcation line here? So the general will actually be going up here until we can end the deployment. And... oh yes, we could definitely going to have this gentleman in the woods here. We're going to go for... no, actually I'll use my counter-tactics here on the Native Americans. The base of the cliff. Where's our first... there it is, first foot guards, Republican Guard. They're going to be at the base here. Beautiful. And we need the second, it should be the second indeed, on the right. Oh, the terrain is having a little bit of fun with us here, so we have to angle our... the third. Again, we're going to have to watch out for the terrain here. Slightly overlapping, but still not too bad. Fourth on the left. Trying to get ourselves quite a concentric line here. The fifth, again on the left here. We're going to make sure we got every angle covered here. I'm going to build in reserves to this army as well. We're going to have one more on the left here. We're going to close off this flank. Thus. We're going to have another force here. We're going to close off this flank here. This can be adjusted depending on the circumstances. And we're going to build in these reserves. 57th line. '58th line. On the left here. Again, we're going to have these ready for counterattacks. Counter charges. If I see the opportunity, I will be pushing my men hard as I possibly can into an attack against the Iroquois. We're going to move these gentlemen here, but they will be again moved into reserve formation. We've got these here. Again, we're just going to use these as a buffer between the center of our line here. Again, look at that, look at the firing depth of these here is absolutely phenomenal. But here is the absolute linchpin here of this attack. It's these gentlemen here. These really are the core of our attack here. That's a beautiful sight. We're going to absolutely try and pummel them before they even get to us. Let's begin, my friends. Look at that, you can't even see them. You don't even know where they are. That's fine. Right, General, behind here. There they are. Now we're going to move and flank them up here. There they are. Lancers. If they think for 1 second I'm going to sit back and let them take our territory, not a chance. There he is, there's the chief. Oh yes, here they come. Oh, what a shot that was. Oh, beautiful. Steady, lads, steady. Oh, that's beautifully done. Bit of up. Try and take out the chief. Ready fire, lads. I thought as much. Load, lads, load. Charge, lads! Gordon Bennett, that's a lot of jeepers creepers, that's a lot of troops. Actually, we want to finish off these as quickly as possible. Far! Oh, that's beautiful. Get out of there, lads. Get out of there. Don't get trapped by these. Move. We're going to destroy each of these in one coherent mass here. I want all of them destroyed. Get in there, lads. Get in there. They're impetuous, but that doesn't matter. Don't you dare. Don't you dare waver. Oh my god, you absolute idiots. They've all broken because of my guns. Look at that. Absolutely unbelievable. That's okay. They should come back. Oh, they're all shattered. Unbelievable. Look at that. We've pretty much killed our own men with our guns. Absolutely ridiculous. It's going to be fun and games right here. Damn, they've all shattered, and in all these regiments I could have used every single one of these a couple of times over. we'd have battered these absolutely to the pieces. Well, there's no point in worrying about it now, my friends. It's happened. They're going to try and flank us here. I don't think so. Thank you, gentlemen. That was a nice hit there. Very nice hit indeed. That's what I like to see. Yes, we've shattered them. Let's move, let's move. We'll adjust our firing here. Ooh-wee. Keep firing, lads. That's it. Oh, perfect. Beautifully done. Keep firing, lads. Don't let them in. We've lost all of our cavalry, but still, my friends, we hold firm here. Beautifully done, lads. Beautifully done. Stay steady, gentlemen. Oof, we've got a lot of here, musket men, indeed. Keep firing, lad. Don't you give in. Don't you give in, gentlemen. By damn, that was a... Ooh. But they held. And they did their duty. Oh my word, that is a barrage you don't get over. Keep firing, lads, don't give them anything at all. Oh my word, this is a joy to behold. Let's flank them, gentlemen, please. bowmen. Let's take care of these bowmen. Steady, lads, steady. Thank you, gentlemen. That's more like it. Shattered and don't come back. Broken. Fire, gentlemen. That, my friends, is a lesson in not attacking the USA. Come on, bring everything to bear here, gentlemen. Move, lads. Get into position. Oh, these elite guards, these Republican guard are going to absolutely cut a swathe through these Iroquois. Oh, indeed. We've got them. We've got them. Follow them up, gentlemen. Follow them up. Don't give them any breathing space at all. He's broken. They've gone. Who's left? There's got to be somebody left because they've always, Native Indians have always got someone left. Oh, yes. We did it, my friends. We did it. The first battle is a success. We lost a lot of our cavalry. All of our cavalry was shattered. But by damn, that was a great success for us, that was. It really was. Removed. We removed that force there. They dared come into our territory. Look at that. We lost 667. They lost almost everything.
March!
We're going to have to bring some of these up to full here. There's no point just yet.
Yes, sir. Men, forward!
We've got this force here. That could prove quite difficult for us, but we'd have to bring this one into play. And we'd have to use this army here. Could be that's a lot of gunners. Will this army here be enough to stand up to it? I think it probably will. Yes. Our first victory. And not going to be our last either.
Ready for order.
Right, we are going to move into Iroquois territory in a minute.
Men, forward!
Quite a potent force there. You've also got 1704 here. Our trade has been absolutely hammered to hell here. Jeepers creepers, I've never anything like that. That is an absolute butcher's yard there. But that is what has happened. These are probably going to start... Actually, they might even go for here. And we wouldn't be able to hold them off there. Ah, look at that. We've also hit this there as well. And they're moving that force down there as well. No, we don't want to sabotage our own building. That's why I've got to roll them up here from lower Louisiana.
Sir. Orders?
If they take Virginia, I'll have to go in and take Virginia back off them. It's going to be an absolute nightmare that there. Actually, I can move that force into there. But that'd leave Philadelphia completely exposed, which I cannot afford to do. This force may be needed. But I got the British as well on my doorstep. I've got to be so careful what I do here. The main battle's going to be in the south. This is where it's going to hurt the most. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to repair these buildings here. There's little point in doing that. What I do need to do is take care of this army. Looks like I have to combine two forces here to get rid of them. But to leave a lot of these exposed, I need to strike back at these pretty hard here. This is the force that's going to have to do most of the back work here. Yep. Okay. That's okay, Iroquois.
Yes, sir. Watching our enemies.
So getting more trade. No, we can't there. Or Crimean Carney. Fair enough. That's fine with me. Let's end the turn, my friends. Let's see how the Iroquois respond. I've got a... There's a chance they may go for that, but if they do, then I'll just move this army up into here, and I'll take care of them, or I'll just move into here and take care of it. That's a... Actually, they've been hit pretty hard here. They're not in the best of nick, these aren't really. So these two armies have been pretty much crushed. This one has been completely decimated. This army here can be dealt with. Again, it's not a full-fledged force. I'm going to start rolling up their territories here. I might even head straight in here and go for these territories here. Let's end the turn. Let's see what happens. Got to keep my eye on Britain as well. But I will not be bamboozled. I will not be hit like this at all. Not a chance. Oh, hang on a minute, Britain. What exactly are you going to be up to? Well, they're thinking about doing something, but I'm not sure what. They're moving away. Still. What I need is my trade lines to be not raided like they are. That's absolutely crippling us. But I tell you what, that Republican Guard army, it did an absolute wondrous job against the Iroquois there. It just absolutely decimated them. I lost all of my cavalry there, but still. Because I decided, my own troops decided to attack the guns decided to attack their own troops, which is not the best thing to do. Come on now, France. Where exactly are they going? Don't tell me they're going to attack Austria. Jeepers creepers. No, they're not. That's a big blooming force. Ah. Well, well, well. Would you look at that? I knew... Oh, you absolute fiends. But they've pushed back. They've pushed back out of the way. The Ottomans, who might even just crush in the Russians now. This might be the end of the Russians right here now. Because they are absolutely... I mean, look, they're upgrading everything here. They're going to be a mighty empire. I mean, what can Russia do back? I just don't understand what Russia can do. Unless they can just... Oh, no, they're hitting... No, oh, they're hitting Sweden as well. This means our trade's going to go right down through the roof. Or down through the floor, should I say. Damn. Oh, look at that. They've just taken all of that back. I take it back, my friends. I take it back in its entirety. Russia is back. Whoo-wee. Russia's just absolutely taken a swathe of that back there. What? You must be absolutely joking me. It's fine with me. Hang on a minute, Sweden. Yes, steam engine's ready. Okay, we've got to try and maintain some... Ooh, not too bad at all. This army needs to be dealt with, but first, my friends, we are actually going to demand surrender. Yes! Now what are you going to do? We're going to demolish that. We're not going to put anything into these yet. Not until we've secured these, but we have a new territory here. Again, we're not going to put anything into this yet until this war is over. But I'm not going to put anything into these. This one I will, I think. Mind you, I do need to take care of these. Oh my god, they're starting to swarm around here now. And they've also hit this here.
Where to, Captain? Forward. Waiting for your mark. Make ready.
If they think they're coming down for that, I don't think so. What we are going to do is we're going to just get some of these gentlemen up to full here. It's not going to cost us much because we didn't take much damage, which definitely was a bonus to us. It really was. However, these gentlemen did take a little bit of a hit there, but this cost us very, very little in terms of men. Having to replenish these, it really has. These have taken a bit of a hit here. Let's get all of these up. We'll have to take this hit here. We've got these here. Ooh. Steam engine, look at that. We could read, but I can't afford to pump the money into that just yet.
Ready for order.
Right, what I am going to do is I'm going to take these two armies from here, and we're going to go straight for these territories here. Mind you, I've got to watch out for New York. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, again, recruit 3 more regiments here. I'm going to make this as tough as we possibly can. And we're going to start moving into their territory here.
Yes, sir. Ready for order.
Actually, these are going to have to go on without the 24-pounders.
Forward. March.
Oh, they can go all the way up to here if they wanted to. That's fine. I've got this army here to back them up. We're going to be leaving here.
By the left. Anything more? Yes, sir. Ready and waiting order.
They shall go into there. They shall not be wasted at all. We're going to bring these up, and if we have to, we shall be destroying all of these armies here. But look at that, they've got another army here which they're bringing up to defend here. But we have struck hard. We're not going to replenish any of these yet. There's absolutely no point whatsoever. Until the war is over, we'll just take the economic hit. What I'm not going to do, though, my friends, is I'm not going to be giving them any more advantages here. We've got this here. We're going to bring this under control, bring it into a... I'm not going to spend any money on this at all until we've got this war completely under control. And actually, they've left us alone here. I'm quite surprised by that, actually. Another 2 here, just to get 2 more regiments. Okay, what I would like to do is actually move out and attack these gentlemen here and take these out with this marine army. And just absolutely give them a right good battering here and get rid of this army here. It would free up the south here, would be completely free of enemy. And then we can really start to look at some proper action.
Aye, aye, sir.
I've got to watch out for any Spanish ships that might be mingling around here. So actually going to retreat these gentlemen into a safe port. We're going to squeeze them from here, from the north and from the south. But at the same time, I've got to watch my arm. I've got to keep an eye on these, the British, just in case. This is firmly under control here. We've still got New York producing a huge amount of our trade. But I'm going to take out the Iroquois territory here. I'm going to take out this. They're pretty much their homeland, Cayuga. This will be mine. I'm going to utterly crush them once and for all, and I'm going to steamroll them up. This is the biggest fight here. Luckily I brought this army in. It's so lucky I brought this army in before we started. It really is. Got these here raiding. I might even have to pull troops down from here to protect Williamsburg if necessary. But, so oh, 10, 5, 6, 3, even better. Anybody else we can... Oh, they're friendly with us. Ah, Russia is back. So, we can see if we can get some more trade with you. It's up to you, Russia. Make up your mind. Yeah, sure, why not? Seems good to me. Boom. Is it being hit though? Russia could be probably being hit, is it somewhere? No, Norway is. Russia's being absolutely, being raided. Look at that, they've been absolutely squeezed. And Sweden's been completely cut off. So, anyway, let's end the turn, my friends. Let's see what the Iroquois do. We're going to push from the north here and roll them up. And let's see how they respond to that. Well, we hold them here. This is a holding action. We're going to draw as many of their forces into this centre part here in Savannah and Georgia. Savannah and Charleston. We're going to draw them into this battle here. Drag them into this mire. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where are you going? Hopefully they're going for the Spanish. I don't mind if they go for the Spanish territories. Let the British have it. My goal is firmly set on the Iroquois. But also not taking my eye off the British either. It really is important that we don't do that. Very, very important, my friends, we don't do that. I'm glad that I just managed to... Wait a minute. I'm glad I just managed to get our economy where it is, so we've got a stable-ish economy. Even if we've taken a couple of hits here by the Iroquois, our economy is held up quite strongly here. But it could be the return of the Russians, and I underestimated the Russian resolve. The Great Bear was not dead, my friends, not dead by a country mile. They could even stage a comeback and wipe out pretty much Sweden and... Ooh, France looks like might be... No, I thought they'd... I'm glad France is prospering, because it means that we got a good ally here in the West. Western Europe. damn, they're hitting those hard here. You just stay away, Prussia, from whatever you're going to meant to be doing. One day Prussia will be dealt with, believe me. Ooh, have they left us an opening here? Oh, you absolute fiends. Jeepers, creepers, great balls of fire. If that isn't a fight, I don't know what is. This is going to drag in absolutely everything. God, what a fight this could be here. What a fight this could be. Mind you, this army here has taken quite a thrashing here, but this one's a brand new one, and as you can see, our army here, but this is the army that held. I think we're going to take this fight, my friends. I think we're going to take this fight. I'm not sure I take it next episode, because this is quite a big fight. This will probably take an entire episode to fight. So, my friends, I'm probably going to end this episode here, this special. I know that many of you are saying, oh, please, Mallet, please take this fight. But, my friends, this is a fight that will probably take out encompass an entire episode. It really will. The good portion of it, because look at this. You're looking at what? 3, 5. You're looking at about 10. You're looking at about 10,000 men all in together, as it were. So that's a pretty big fight, and this could be actually determine the sort of the consequence. This actually could determine how the war pans out. This really could. As you can see, they're sending everything into here. That's what I want. I want them to be sending in as many troops as they can into this sort of Charleston quagmire, as it were, dragging in as many armies as possible and getting rid of as many men as I can. This is going to give my Marine force the opportunity to be able to start rolling up there from the south and us rolling in from the north here. As you can see, they've already started to evacuate troops from Cayuga already. So they left that pretty much open here to these two armies, which are going to move in and take it. We're going to roll them down here whilst these armies here hold the centre ground. They have to hold the centre ground here. Our economy is going to be hurt because, of course, our thing has been raided here. Our port's been raided here. But that's the hit we've got to take. But if I can kill off these reinforcements here and destroy most of this army here, we have a good reinforcing army here. This army here is probably going to do pretty well against these, I should imagine. When we're being attacked, so we can dig in. We can hold where we are now at the moment, and as you can see, they've actually held up pretty well here in the previous fight. We've got these 3 cannon, and we've also got our cavalry, which they don't have any much cavalry, which is definitely going to be in our favour. If we can destroy or at least eliminate a lot of these forces, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. I want them to be dragging their forces down into the centre here. That was the plan all along if they started an attack. One area always, my friends, in a war will be the sort of central fighting area where everything is dragged into that one area, and it leaves all of their other forces sort of stretched very thin. And that means we can make an opportunity of that. We've got our elite Marine Expeditionary Force coming in from the south. We've got these 2 forces here from New York and from the northern borders of Canada moving into Cayuga. We're going to roll these up. We're going to absolutely take all of these territories off them, and eventually we'll meet in the middle here, and we will eventually crush this rebellious Iroquois war. But in the meantime, my friends, this is going to happen next episode. So that's going to, maybe another week's time we should be looking at probably taking this fight. I'm sorry for not doing it now, but it does require probably a full episode. I want to at least dedicate a full episode to it. But my next episode will probably be a British Let's Play, which I haven't been for quite a while. I hope you've all had a fantastic new year. I hope you all have a great new year to come. And my friends, as always, your comments, please keep them coming down below. They have always been fantastic and always are fantastic. I do apologise for not being renaming units yet, but I promise you I will do it. I will do it next episode or the episode after that. Again, time is really against me with Christmas and New Year still quite close together. We've got bank holidays here in Britain as well, so with a lot of things going on in the background, so I hope you can appreciate. But when things all calm down and settle down, I promise you everything will be back to normal. There'll be a lot more regular uploads of different things. But anyway, my friends, if you have enjoyed this, please comment, like, and subscribe. Keep your comments coming down below. I read every single one. I promise you I will respond to every single comment that is sent to me. I know I've been a bit off that at the moment, but given the time of year, I hope you can understand that. But until next time, my friends, I can promise you one of the biggest fights we've ever had in this campaign yet, and I mean it is going to be a pivotal fight for this campaign, it really is. But until next time, my friends, bye for now.